reason for Olajuwon to steal it.
Miami goes to work first. Steve Smith against Kenny Smith. Steve coming off a 5 for 17 shooting outing at Dallas. Rice over Ori for 2.
Excellent play. Glen Rice spun.
The Heat have hit their first 3 shots, and they lead it 8-2. Kenny Smith drills a 3.
Good job of forcing Thorpe just a little higher than he should be.
Smith's pass intercepted by Vernon Maxwell. And here comes the former Florida Gator right at Harold Miner. The bucket and the foul.
Get down. You saw Sally make a swipe at that one instead of going right to the ball. Watch Maxwell. Maxwell off the glass.
With the Rockets down 3.
Excellent pass by John Sally.
Olajuwon to the cutting Ori. Got it, and a foul. Kevin Lockery.
The pass, the entry pass, and watch Hakeem slides it off to Ori. See, that's the play where Hakeem is so much better.
To the ninth ahead. 8:24 left in the first quarter. Rice over Maxwell. Book it.
Oh, Glen Rice. Glen is using his screeners very well to come off so that Ori is giving him shooting space.
The double on Olajuwon. Miner knocked it free, but not free enough. Hakeem, an 8-time All-Star, averaging 24. Ron Culp told us moments ago that Matt Geiger is questionable tonight. Cycli with a scoop. Ronnie Cycli with 4 points. The Heat by 2, 7:10 to play in the first. Steve Smith with a block. Olajuwon out of the corner.
Look at it.
That's his spot. Able to stop. Good start.
Again.
Rice free and has 2 more. 6 points here in the early moments.
Defensive adjustment, putting Vernon Maxwell against Glen Rice.
Olajuwon for the hook, and it rolls in. 6 points for a lot. 10. Smith playing the off guard with Coles at the point. Finds Rice for the dunk.
That's a great pass.
8 points here in the first quarter.
Glen Rice. Watch Rice. Under the basket. You just saw him streak by. He lost Vernon Maxwell on pace for over a 100-point game.
Something that's been done to Houston just twice in their first 18 games. Hakeem Olajuwon from 8 on the shot clock for the Heat. This is Smith over Maxwell for 2. Everybody shooting where the Heat have shot very, very well. 63% thus far. And 2 more for Glen Rice, who is just ripping the court. Otis Thorpe out of the blocks. He can handle 2. Maxwell pulls the trigger quickly and dials up 3. This is Mario Elie, who has made a remarkable difference for Houston. And a beautiful dish for the Otis Thorpe slam. Willie Burton on Bullard. Olajuwon, that's his move.
Fadeaway jump.
Elie, 6 years of banging around in the amateurs to make it to the NBA. Olajuwon, his patented move.
We talked about left baseline whirling jumpers. Let's take a look. Hakeem Olajuwon at the box. Spin baseline. Knock it down. In his sleep.
Rice, nice bounce for Coles.
Excellent pass, Glen Rice. Started with Cycli at the defensive end. The Heat are back within.
This is Thorpe against Long.
Little shoulder bump.
Houston leads by 9. Houston turns it over. Rice from Smith.
Oh, great
slam. 16 points now for
2-man play. Kenny Smith
for 3. Well, there's that weird rotation.
Here's the rotation. Good defense by the Heat.
Olajuwon on the turn. Hits another just as the shot clock rang out.
The ball, got it back, and then finished it.
Glen Rice has been the go-to man for the Heat. He rolled that one. He is his 4th.
Look at this play by Glen Rice. Power drive, 2-foot stop, and then
by Rice, the Heat create another Houston turnover. Sally against Thorpe. Cycli grabs the rebound. Nice pass out for the Rice 3. Bullseye. Glen Rice with his first 3 tonight. Number 19 on the year. Smith for Houston.
He got away with one.
Elie, nice dish for Thorpe.
That's what the Rockets do so well, Eric. They play Mario Elie on the drive. Draw defenders. Lay it off. Otis Thorpe Slammer pressuring the ball.
Trailing by 2
Excellent pass.
in the
Excellent.
cycling. Oh, that's a great move.
Oh, that's great. John Sally with a great entry pass.
Here's Vernon Maxwell by Rice. Hands it off to Olajuwon for the fade back.
Oh, my goodness.
19 points for Hakeem Olajuwon. He's made 8 of his 10 shots. Rockets by a deuce. Sally with another fine look in, and Glen Rice books it. 25 now, actually 21st, and the Heat right here. Down 2 with 6:35 in the third. Rice got it again, and a foul. The basket counts. It has been a marvelous night for the fifth-year man from Michigan, Glen Rice.
Glen Rice on a drive to his right, but watch the finish with his left.
By 1. A much better game than many anticipated. Oh, a windmill slammer for Otis Thornton. Thornton now. The Heat leading by 3. 2.5 minutes left in the third period. Olajuwon facing up to the basket. This is Cassell. Nice pass. Thornton with an easy layup. Well, again, a Houston guard breaking down the
defense by Grant Allen to prevent Bullard from getting open.
Shot clock at 5. Ellie down the lane. 2 and a foul. Mario Ellie.
Now remember, Mario Ellie has a broken bone in his right hand. So what's he do? Left-handed off the glass.
It's with 8:40 left. Houston leads by 1.
He should go right after Rice now against Horry.
Rice free off the double screen for 3.
Oh,
my. Glen Rice knocking down his second 3. Beat by 2. 8 and 5 left in the fourth. Ellie, nice runner. Mario Ellie, even with the broke. Rockets by 2. 7 on the shot clock. Coles, tough shot. Oh, my, Bimbo Coles. 8. Smith.
Take a look at Bimbo. One defender, and it's Robert Horry. Second defender, nothing but net.
Back. Herrera out to Mario Ellie. Ellie driving on Minor. Good and a foul. It counts for Mario Ellie.
Defensive play. Watch Ellie against Minor. Get a little advantage on Harold. Get the bump, and then knock it.
Rice wide open for 3.
Oh, big hoop.
Glen Rice, that's his third. Olajuwon spinning back for the fadeaway. Great defense by Miami. Rice with a rebound. 5 boards tonight for Rice. Smith for 3. Yes.
They're back. The Heat are back. To live action.
The Heat trailed by 9 just a minute or so ago. Couple of threes have evened things up. Here's another 3. Got it!
Glen Rice coming off a double screen at the perimeter. Knocking
Mike in. 6 on the shot clock. Olajuwon out to Ellie with 2 on the clock. Oh, no, Mario Ellie. Incredible performance.
Get themselves to the free throw line if they're not going to get a clean shot at the hoop.
2 to tie, 3 to take the lead.
It's a good one.
Rice ties the game, and Rice for Miami. And how about Glen Rice, Jack Ramsey? 39 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists.
It's been a super game for Glen.
Left in the ball game. Ellie to the goal. He missed. Long has the rebound. 5 seconds left. Rice is fouled, and the Heat are in position to knock off the Rockets here in Houston. In premier performers this year. If he makes 2, Miami flies out of here with a win. Oh, my goodness, what a bounce. 3 points for Glen Rice, but he needs 41.
Go get it.
It bounces out, and the Rockets call timeout with 3.1 seconds left. Here we go. Bullard looking, finds Maxwell. The 3 in the air. Oh, my gosh! Oh, my goodness! He's tied it. We're going to go to overtime. An impossible, implausible, incredible 3-point play by Vernon Maxwell. Just 11 points in the game. Glen Rice, who has 40, could have sealed it had he made that final free throw. We go to overtime, and what a test for the Heat. Can they regroup and get it done again? 5 minutes of overtime. Mop off the sweat and let's go again. Cycli finds Sally, who finds Minor. Cycli with a rebound, couldn't hold it. And it goes to Houston. In regulation, the fling by Maxwell for three sent us to the overtime.
Now right back to Olajuwon.
2 on the shot clock when Olajuwon hit. 10 on the shot clock. Here's your hero if the Rockets win, Vernon Maxwell. The tip! What a tip by Mario Elie, who gets your best supporting actor. Maxwell 3 that sent us to overtime. Wasn't a shot, he just flung it up, and it got nothing but net. And here he goes again. Yeah, the ex-Florida Gator. Olajuwon handing off to Sam Cassell. The wing jumper. Bounces right back to him. Oh, my. Solar system along with the rest of these Houston Rockets. Sally back to Smith. Unloads a 3. Book it. Steve Smith.
This game.
115 to 109. The Rockets are going to win in overtime as Rice misses. Olajuwon gets it, and Houston will extend their record to 18-1 in overtime. They beat the Heat 115.